There's the home base for the next few days, Elwood Hotel. Kind of a cool spot here, right on Broadway in the central part of Lexington. This thing is phenomenal, man. Beautiful. Got my NALM goodie bag here. By the way, these badges were hand lettered by none other than my mother. So thanks, Mom, for that. Let's see what Eric got us here. Awesome. This car probably looks a little bit familiar. That's my old '88 LS. This is our little meet and greet. The master of ceremonies right there, Eric, has everything under control. It's my first time meeting all these people, actually, except for Eric. What is the reason why you have so much stuff?
Because I like to give away my inheritance, and it's going to happen Saturday night. Be there. There might be an award for you.
Oh, snap. Oh, can you call 911?
I'll call 911.
Yeah. Sorry, you're not connected. You got to plug it in. Plug it in somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Eric does these traditional creamsicle drinks that he's serving out of his RL trunk right now, and they are super tasty. Even Leon made it from California. He's been one of the long haulers for the last few years. Another Californian rolls in. Ben is representing. What is this? Looking good, man.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Airbags, sir? What?
Damn it, I can't do that in this one.
I just need glass cleaner.
Yeah. So Alan, actually, he didn't even.
Hopefully they're supposed to start on it.
That's what I'm gonna go with.
Sat down in my friend Ken's car, and he's got Rick Astley rolling me here. This is a 33,000 mile 92 Legend that just showed up on a trailer. We were wondering why it showed up on a trailer until we realized that it was an incredibly low mileage car, and definitely looks the part. Tom and Rory are heading out because Rory's going to daycare today. I'm currently wedged between one Legend from Florida and one from California. So this event really does span coast to coast. Guess where we are today? This is the Toyota manufacturing facility in Georgetown, Kentucky. I was reading a little bit ahead of time, and I think it's one of the largest, if not the largest, American-based manufacturing plant for Toyota. So it's kind of interesting to roll in here with a group of Hondas, but hey, they are glad to have us, and it's a formal tour that we've arranged that Eric, the NALM event director, set up. So let's check this out. I'm pretty sure we are not allowed to take any kind of photos or videos inside the plant, which is fine. So I'll just share a recap later. Just getting checked in for our Toyota tour. There's an old Camry over there in the corner. Showing the paint process with the electrode deposition coat. Well, I can't park next to Tom without talking about his car. This is the famous, the one and only Golden Glow 91L that I featured in a video last year. So Tom hosted our National Legend Meet in Wichita for 2022, and he's got the car here in Lexington for 2023. So I figured might as well give you a little update. So Tom did hit a milestone here within the last week or so, and he hit 40,000 miles in this car. So check it out, 40737. And I don't recall exactly what it had last year when I featured it in Wichita, but the car still looks amazing, of course, and we're glad to have him here. Funny thing is, though, he is not the low mileage holder for the meet. There's actually a car that came in last night with around 33,000 miles. So a lot of cool, super clean, low mileage cars. This one you also remember Keith's GS was formerly sold on Bring a Trailer, and I featured that car on my channel a couple years ago when I flew to Spokane to drive and check it out. So I'll put a link to that video in here. This thing drove cross country after Keith bought it in Spokane a couple years ago, and now he's at, I think it had in the 140s, now he's at 163, 870. Car still looks awesome. Such a cool car.
I do like cheesesteak, I mean, don't get me wrong, but
we're getting staged for our trip out of the parking lot again. And here we have Richard. This is Legend for you to envy. Right there is his Instagram. Check his car out. 6-speed manual. He's been in the community for a long time. And I'm riding with Chris here in the twin GS to mine, followed by Ken and his mom, Peggy. Is she in there? You can barely see her head. They're from New Jersey. So we got a little bit of a wait here while we stack up everybody at this light, but we'll be on our way shortly. We're at the original Jerry's restaurant here in Paris, Kentucky, and it is a destination. I'm in my old Legend, and there's my old Integra. What is happening right now? Yeah. Oh, that's Paula Abdul. She looks good.
Absolutely.
Because she's from 1989, the same year as Straight Up.
Oh yeah.
Have to introduce you guys to Brian, Chesteline, and Nancy. So probably the 3 coolest people at NALM. Don't tell anybody else I said that, but coming to you from the '88 Legend LS. Look at this car. I mean, it is a blast from the past. 35 years old. And it's keeping up with all the big wigs over here in their souped up G2s. And headed to dinner here, and we'll catch you guys later. Nancy, how you doing so far?
Bye.
Love you, bye. These guys are working on Jeff's car, but I wanted to show you guys the old Integra. Eric even has this stuff on display with the Long Beach Grand Prix, where this car was taking a parade lap, and the New York Times article where my friend Rachel was posing in front of the car. Of driving an original owner Acura Legend. So you heard me right. Ben, who's in the passenger seat right now, bought this car, a 1992 Frost White Legend LS with black interior. In 1993, it was one of the last remaining 92s. I believe the ad specifically said one at this price. He bought it, 60 some odd miles on the odometer, and 229,942 as of today. This car, so basically half what mine has, and it definitely rides like a new car compared to mine. There's our parking lot shenanigans. This happens every night at NALM. We kind of just set out the camp chairs and hang out. There's Tom and Rory. Headed to the dealer here. Courtesy Acura here in Lexington has invited us to be part of their promo piece on TV, and we had a handful of cars come down. Our formal dealer day is actually tomorrow, with a higher volume of cars turning out. NALM won Best of Show last year at NALM, and then after that he's entered it in a couple other shows. So this Golden Glow is deservedly coming home with multiple awards every time it gets shown. Jason made it. Quick shout out to my friends Ty and Ashley, all the way from Vermont. I'm gonna put a link to their video or to their channel in the description here, but I just got a chauffeur them in my car here in Lexington. Fitting fashion, I'm hitching a ride with these guys now in the 92 that's got 128,800, and the car rides phenomenally. It's actually the same interior combo as mine. It's the Type E, and brand new seats within the last couple years. This car really went through a pretty comprehensive, detail-oriented resto. So these guys did a great job. Nice job, guys. Thanks.
Mouth closed, you swallow, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Bourbon. His grandfather Elijah was making bourbon in these parts when it was still Virginia.
Cheers.
There's the Kentucky State Capitol.
Quarter-mile. Turn left to stay on Capitol Avenue.
Coming to you from Wasim's 90 LS sedan. It's kind of cool. We're able to just sort of tour this place at our leisure, self-guided. Wouldn't mind moving in here for a summer or so. Let's hear what you have to say today.
Everyone gets a day off.
What's the best color of an Acura Legend?
I'd say Granada Black.
I knew that was coming. Riding in the back seat of my friend Ken's car. I've known of Ken and his mother Peggy in this car for a decade and a half or more. And the format here is actually what some of the Japanese cars had, with the climate control much further down, the vents, and then what you see where the screen is would have been the vents on the US cars. So kind of cool to see. Ken, anything, other feedback?
Just like under the engine bay, Honda on the inside, Acura on the outside.
Yeah. Yep. She's a beaut. Lost track of how many Acuras I've been in this week, but anybody who knows 90s Acuras is going to recognize this dash. That's the only clue I'm going to give you. But this is a beautiful car, 131,000 miles. It's Eric's, one of his 3 current Acuras. Andrew just showed up because our Floridian also has 2 Legends though.
We put the supercharger on it.
There's the low mileage award winner. This is Chad's car. And if you don't believe it, look at those floor mats. They're basically brand new. And the proof is in the pudding, as they say. 33,492 on a 31-year-old Legend. Pretty crazy. Back at the dealer for a second time here because today is the official dealer day. So Chris Miller over there in the gray shirt in the middle is putting judging cards out on each vehicle so that they can be identified. And then we have 7 different award categories that will be distributed tonight, a few of which are actually going to be judged by the dealership employees. So Dealer's Choice and a couple of others, which is cool because we get a little unbiased community involvement here. Not to mention that it's a way of us letting them feel a part of the event since they're so graciously hosting us today.
Rated the Japanese auctions like every Legends.
I bet you did. This is a book that Chris put together back in the day, documenting his restoration process. So you can kind of see this is actually after the car was completed. We met up in Houston, but some of the progress pics give you a greater appreciation for what he went through on this thing. It was torn all the way down, even got a donor door from a Canterbury green car that was color matched. He had some traditional Honda rust to take care of there, and it all came out flawlessly. This always happens, but the dealer day attracts locals who couldn't otherwise attend or register formally. So this was a new guy who showed up today in a black on black Legend GS automatic. We also got a custom 3rd gen Integra.
So today, Eric's told me that we're judging for best interior, best paint, best wheels.
Before we sign off, I wanted to welcome the Hardesty brothers, Mason and Drew. You guys all recognize them from their famous Car Confections YouTube channel. We caught up with them recently at the Integra Type S press event in California. Thank you guys for coming to support the Legends for a day. Eric, You brought out some locals.
So
Thank
cool.
you for that.
Finally happened. Finally happened. I love all the cars here. It's awesome.
All right. Refresh first gen RL show up, which is beautiful. So I got a buddy who drove up from Knoxville today. This is Jesse, and that's his Honda Accord 2-liter. Quick shout out to whoever's driving this. I was told it's an employee, so I don't know if I'll get a chat with him, but check out how clean this car is. And you guys can obviously identify what the wheels are off of. Those are 07, 08 TL Type S wheels on that RSX.
Alan Jackson, Husband Award winner. Yeah, good job.
This is NALM closing dinner. This is Nancy. Hi, Nancy. This is our group. We're gonna line up for pizza over there.
Oh, I'm sorry. All the ladies in the waitresses all in our presence. You're in high company when you get one of these. Who got the first one? Who's getting the second one?
Eric. Hold it up. Hold it up here. Let's show everybody. This is our raffle.
Okay, yeah, I'm on my soapbox as, who was that, Chad said earlier. Used CD player, no warranty. It looks brand new though, so they work. Coupe door handle, $150 on eBay.
Yeah.
Blower motor, $75 on eBay. G1 electronic bar. Another G1 electronic bar, super duper strong. Really nice brown handle.
193300.
What is it?
193300.
Can't you call him the 400?
That's me.
And for this year, it's going to go to Evan.